Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and Good things there at this canyon right here.
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. So. Ms. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody in the East Coast, Central Time, Mountain Time. Good morning still. Over here in Tijuana, Mexico, it's 11:20, broadcasting you live from Tijuana, Mexico, 11:20 a.m. and we are in the 4th of June. God bless everybody that is watching. Share this video, please. My God, censorship. Keep going, man. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News and different outlets. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining. How's everybody doing? God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. Yesterday we didn't do a live feed, but today we're going to catch up of what was yesterday and today. Amazing. It is just for everybody that is watching, what can a policy do and what can a policy change in a minute? Like this. The remaining medical policy was helping, the process, and it was supposedly violating the refugee and asylum, laws. And I think my video is lagging. Is the internet lagging? I don't know if the internet is lagging, but I think that we're good. And the Remain in Mexico policy was profitable for the United States citizens. Ultimately, it was profitable for the United States citizens, number one. But it was not profitable for Mexican citizens like us, to be honest with you. Why not? Because Mexico is the one that it was holding all these enormous influx of migrants, taking care of them, amazingly, also incredibly, providing shelters, providing all of this stuff. Profitable for Mexico, because Mexico coming out of our taxes right now, the United States citizens is coming out of your taxes. So it's exactly like that. It's a domino effect But unbelievable what is happening, that it is something that has changed completely. Now, let me bring you back in history for a little bit. As when the Remain in Mexico policy was put, before that, before Donald Trump put the Remain in Mexico policy, there was people flying from Central America, South America, all the way to the airports of Ciudad de Mexico, Guadalajara, that is the mecca of distribution of our airport connections to all the parts of the country. And they were flying thousands and thousands of migrants, and everybody was saying this is illegal. Why are they flying them? But you need to understand the logic. Before, they were flying them, but who was authorizing these people to fly on planes and land on our country? And ultimately, after our country, they were flying to to the borders. So it is unbelievable how everything was done legally, as you can say, quote unquote. But the problem right here is that it is a loophole. This is why it is extremely important for United States citizens to close these loopholes, as I have been saying and consistently saying. And the Child Trafficking Act, now pushed by Marsha Blackburn, it is a great way to close a loophole. And ultimately, it is important for everybody to start pushing for immigration reform. That is the most important thing. This is a complete disaster, because now, as you guys, yesterday, our partner and colleague and brother Anthony Agüero went to the airport of El Paso, and he broadcast how there were 2, 3, 4 planes landing in El Paso with migrants, that they were already processed. All of them had the uniform. All of them had, a process now. And they were all going to possibly a detention center or a shelter to await for their court date for asylum and refugee. Not all of them are going to qualify, but a lot of them, they are. And these people are flying them from Mexico, from our country, and ultimately also from Central America. They're flying them directly into the United States of America. So this is, oh my God, there's a comment right here. And I'm going to address this comment because I like to address really comments that I like to educate the public. So how much money does Mexico get a year from their citizens working in the USA? That's Mexico's main source of revenue. You're incorrect. You're totally incorrect. You can ask yourself a question: how much the United States is making and profiting out of the capitalist enterprises that they are installed in our country of Mexico? Have you asked yourself that question? How much the United States of America is making out of all the enterprises that they are with the international capitalism installed in our country? Have you asked your question about that? How much the United States of America is making out of exportation and importation of their main, industry supplies, and ultimately automobile industry, avocado, and all this? Do you know how much? Do you know how much your capitalism and how your capitalism grows and how you became the most number one country, most powerful in the world in terms of capitalism? Do you know how? Do you know how? Do you know how you're expanded with exportation and importation? Do you know? These kind of comments, man, sometimes I like to address them real quick. So let's go back to the subject. So this is the thing. So Anthony goes over there to the airport of El Paso and he starts seeing planes. Start seeing a lot of people that they are arriving, that these are migrants in the territory of the United States of America. In the territory. And you start asking yourself a question. You're like, what the hell is going on? This entrance is illegal. Unfortunately, no, it's not. It is legal in a way because they have been processed to be admitted into the United States of America for a refugee and asylum case. that nobody's arresting them at the airport. You don't see Border Patrol. You don't see the United States Customs. You don't see, all different authorities located right there to deport or to arrest. When the difference, when you see people entering through McAllen, you see entering through a mountain, through a sea, you see the Border Patrol right there arresting them. And ultimately, not only that, you see them taking them to a detention center. And after they take them to the detention center, ultimately from there, it is a process to go to a shelter. And if that shelter, they are going to stay there, they cannot exit that shelter. But if you have a family member in the United States of America who will sign and co-sign for you as a responsible legal guardian for you at the meantime that your process of asylum and refugee is going to be taken, you easily can go free. That is the problem right now. There is a humongous loophole in the United States of America. This is why we have been consistently saying it to you guys for 3 years, people. 3 years. There's a huge loophole. There's a huge, huge loophole in the United States of America. And that loophole, these activists, these nonprofit organizations are taking advantage of them. This is why Joe Biden wants to distribute the $4 billion to NGOs in South America and in Central America, because these are the ones that they're going to take care of the processing of asylum and refugee. Not invest on infrastructure on those countries, not to invest on border security on those countries, not to invest on fighting corruption in those countries. No, the main distribution in the NGOs of the United States that they are involved in Mexico, Americans working in Mexico illegally, these people are waiting for the $4 billion that Joe Biden is sending for these people to get that money and start processing people, start processing. So the process now is, I process you from Central America, I process you from South America, I fly you over to the United States of America, you land over there, and guess what? The MPP process is gone. This is why they wanted to take it over. This is why they wanted to eliminate the MPP process. Because now the United States is going to suffer. The Remain in Mexico policy is going to be the Remain in the United States policy. So now people are going to fly over, land on property of the United States of America, and remain in the United States of America until their process of asylum and refugee is done and solutioned. That is the difference. That process that I'm explaining to you exactly happened for almost 4 years in our country of Mexico. It's been happening in our country of Mexico for 4 years. 4 years. In this, it is somebody saying you're too close to the microphone. Lower down your volume. Somebody is, guys need to understand that all of this is a domino effect. All of it, little by little, all of it is a domino effect. All of it is a domino effect. And if it happened in Central America, it's happening in Mexico now, and from Mexico is going to the United States of America. This is not an illegal entry. For a lot of people are saying that it is an illegal entry. It looks like an illegal entry. They're not being processed through the port of entry. Yes, but the Department of Homeland Security is not arresting them. They're giving them the access. The authority of the United States is not arresting them. So it's not like it's illegal port of illegal entry. It is a process that is going to be done. This is just a slap in the face to the Department of Homeland Security. This is a slap in the face to immigration law. Absolutely. Like what happened in McAllen the other day, that, a border patrol wanted to arrest a smuggler and he could not, because the order came in from Washington to not arrest smugglers, to only arrest and to only process, that is not arrest. Don't use the word arrest anymore because you're oppressing. To process only irregular entrances, irregular migrants. This is a slap in the face for, for the immigration law of the United States of America. This is the first video of our partner, Real Anthony Agüero, which I'm really happy that I am saying that he got this nasty, nasty video, man. This is nasty, man. This is good coverage. Boots on the ground. Anthony Agüero, Border Network News. Follow my partner at every platform, man. Every single platform that he has. Just look at it. Look him up at Anthony Agüero, or there's this link, whatever, with all these pages. Look at this first video as he's walking. And as he's walking, they're taking them on a bus on the airport. He is confronted by the bus driver. And the bus driver tells him, hey, why are you recording, man? They know who he is. They don't want him close to recording the truth. This has been happening in El Paso with him for the longest of time. They're trying to eradicate and eliminate the reputation of Anthony in El Paso to show the truth about what the open border mafia, like Jim Bambi used to say, it is doing right now to the country of the United States of America. This is an open border. This is why people, they want to eliminate the Democrats and the left. They want to eliminate the term. They want to eliminate the term illegal. So illegalities, an entrance that is an illegal entry, that federal crime, it is not a crime anymore. It is normal. This is why the MPP process was so important to be eradicated and eliminated. So ultimately, this processing of asylum and refugee can be done in the United States of America, and thousands and thousands and thousands are going to be entering. This is unbelievable. Look at this footage right here, done in El Paso. It's 1 minute and 25 seconds, this video. Look at how he catches all the action. This is the first video. He's right at the corner waiting for the bus. There's the bus driver taking them off of the airport. Immediately, the bus driver noticed that that's Anthony right there on the side. And look what happens right here. Look what happens, people. He gets approached. Bus driver opens the door and he says this. That's what I'm talking about right there. Who in the hell you are? First and foremost, he is an independent reporter. And he answers, you're in a public place, buddy. First and foremost. Hold on a minute. You're in a public place. So the bus driver who is moving all the processing people that have arrived to the United States of America, this guy parks himself, putting at risk the people that he's transporting, doing a job and violating his own rules and violating his own laws of his, of his job, opening the door and confronting a citizen when he's elaborating and he's working a job. Look at all the things that I just said. Confronting a citizen and telling him why you are recording. He says that to Anthony, and Anthony says, because I can, because I'm a journalist. And he says, let me show me your ID. Who in the hell is you? Who are you? Are you a journalistic authority? Are you a journalist authority? Do you work for ICE? Do you work for the Department of Homeland Security? Are you enforcement? Are you extremely in law? Do you work for some kind of authority in the United States of America? So this guy immediately got mad because Anthony was recording. A lot of people saying I can't hear. I'm trying to do the best that I can, people, with the volume. So you guys better put the volume up. So this is him approaching Anthony right here. He says, let me see your card. Let me see your ID. Who are you, man? Who are you? So the guy, what he's saying is, when he opens the door, because a lot of people are saying, you know, I can't hear you. So I'll try to explain what just happened. You guys can go and see this video at Border Network News Instagram if you guys cannot hear the video. So you can go to Instagram at Border Network News, our page at Border Network News, and ultimately, you know, go over there and watch the video. I'm trying to do the best that I can with the volume, people. If you cannot hear it right here, go to Border Network News Instagram, and you can check right here. The bus driver opens this door and he says, "Hey, why are you filming?" And Anthony says, "What? Why you taking pictures? Why are you filming?" This is a bus driver confronting a person that is just on the street, that is an independent reporter. And he says, "Because I'm a journalist." Let me show me the attitude right away. The attitude. You're in a public place, but first and foremost, or in public, this is not inside of the premises of the airport. This is outside of the premises of the airport. First and foremost, canijito, mi compa, está en lugar público. And he says, "Show me your ID." He says, "No, why I gotta show you my ID? I have to show you my ID. Who the hell do you think you are to try to ask me for my ID?" What the hell? These activist people and these people, they are, you know, and this kind of demand. You're the one that opened the door. You're the one that put yourself in the camera. You're the one that put yourself into a predicament that they can ask you questions and you can be asked questions. You're the one, not Anthony. Anthony's just recording outside. You're the one that you put your face in there. You can just turn away. You can put a sheet right here to cover your face, or, you know, I don't know. You can do whatever the hell you want. So this is the first video out of 2 videos, which we are going to be putting right here, as Anthony did a phenomenal job. Please, people, please, you know, contribute to independent reporting. And, you know, please come to reporting, as my partner Anthony did a phenomenal job right here, man. Go and watch his videos and ultimately go and watch his broadcast. This is another video of him right there at the particular spot right there, back when they are uploading. So this is, a lot of people saying this is illegal, Oscar. This is illegal. This is not illegal completely. This is people that they have been processed for asylum and refugee. This is why I have been consistently saying, and it hurts to a lot of American citizens, I have been consistently saying to you guys, the United States is one of the most powerful countries. One of the most, not anymore, but one of the most powerful countries. For me, in my head and in my heart, ultimately in my heart, the United States of America is the best country in the world. For me. Ultimately, I love Mexico, and that's my land. That's my country. That's my blood. That's my, you know, that's everything for me. That represents to be a Mexican. That's everything for me. But ultimately, you know, for people in the United States, you know, for me, I remember the United States back in the 90s and the 2000s, you know, or the 80s. And I remember a beautiful, you know, American dream, United States. So I still believe in the United States of America as the most capitalist country in the world. Until now, China and the imperialistic China, because these leftist liberals, they're not talking about imperialist China imperialism, and also Russian and also communist imperialism that is ultimately existing in our continent of America, that the majority of the continent of America, it is communist. Thank you so much for everybody that is watching. Thank you for joining in. Buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link. If you guys want to contribute to our independent reporting, buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link right there. And also our PayPal is in the description box if you guys like to contribute to our work. Also, I will be doing a live feed. I don't know if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday. If I continue with this video, little pause to show you guys how the continent of America right now, it is distributed with all communists and dictators presidents. So we can understand that our continent of America is turning into a communist continent. Also, today in the evening, I will be doing a live feed exclusively to supporters of Buy Me a Coffee. To supporters of Buy Me a Coffee, I will be, do an exclusive video for you guys, talking about this irregularities and a lot of things that we need to talk about. So let's go back to this video. Right here, you see a 6-minute with 59-second video that is almost 7 minutes. 1 second and 7, and it's almost 7 minutes. So let me put this video, and you guys can understand how big these videos are, man. I congratulate my partner so much when he does this incredible boots on the ground work. When he does this, he's at his best. Press play.
Guys, we're out here in El Paso, Texas, and you guys are witnessing all of these people now arriving in El Paso.
Wow. Wow. This is huge video, man. You don't see this on MSNBC or CNN. You don't see that, man.
Where are all of these females going, guys?
Unbelievable video, man. Wow. And this is all credit to our partner, Anthony Agüero. This is all credit to him. This is unbelievable video, man. This is happening in El Paso, Texas. This is why the guy was so mad that he was retaining the bus. This is a really bad comment. I don't think that is a comment that it needs to be done. So respect the live feed, please.
Look at these buses that these people are taking.
Unbelievable video, man. The majority of them, they were female. So, I'm waiting on Anthony. Possibly is going to be with me. He's driving over there right now he's driving not there. He's driving to another particular place at the wall. But this is just.
Look at that, taking pictures and loading and everything.
Looks like they were having fun right there, huh?
Hey, guys!
Immediately, security started coming towards him. Holy cow, partner. This is big, man. And this is exactly what they were doing in Mexico. It is exactly what they were doing in Central America. It's exactly what they were doing in Europe. This is a globalistic strategy. These are the strategy of the United Nations on how to distribute and how to move people. Ultimately, the United Nations is the one that created this globalist compact of immigration. That nobody puts attention to that. That's the number one factor right here. The philanthropist, quote unquote, George Soros, that he's nothing to do with philanthropists. I'm saying that ironically because a lot of people are going to say, you know, what are you doing, Oscar? I'm saying that ironically. And this is just, you know, things that they are. I'm going to just say one thing. And this is, you know, a thing that I'm practically I'm gonna be brave. I'm going to be brave and say something in front of the American audience. This is the first time that I can really say that the United States is turning into a weak country. And in a lot of cases, not only politically, the United States is turning into a weak country. You know, on order, you know, being so emphatic to protection. You see, you know, when you see the United States of America, you see the extremism. You know, the American, the proud to say my flag. You know, that's my country. I represent the biggest country, man. What are you talking about? This is decreasing by the day and is being denigrated by the day with these kind of actions and these kind of loopholes, which the American dream, it does not exist anymore. That dream that, you know, one day you will achieve correctly entering the United States of America with a legal permit to work in the United States of America, like the Los Braceros, the farmers that they're invited, the Mexican farmers that they're invited on a visa to work on the American land and they're doing it legally. Those kind of people are like the ones that you say, that's good, man. My God, I want those kind of people that they want to come in and work legally, man. I want that. You know, or the people that they are waiting on their process to be done correctly. They are like, yeah, man, that's how you achieve. This way, it is this, and we have said it so many times before, it's cheapening the American dream. A lot of these, you know, I have said it before, and I'm saying it again. The most lucrative business right now in the world is the asylum and refugee. And it is a multi-billion business. Also, the trafficking of children, trafficking of women, rape and abuse, kidnap cartels are taking advantage of this kind of situation and converting it. And it is a comparable evidence that is almost a multi-billion, trillion almost now business. And, we have been broadcasting for so many times. Last time that I did something, me and Anthony went on Will Johnson and we did it together. We broadcast, how they forged a document of the Department of Homeland Security to make a migrant believe that they were achieving the asylum. And now Anthony does this phenomenal reporting right here, where he is basically broadcasting you for all the world to see how the MPP process was so important to keep the immigration law respected. That was the reason why the MPP process, Donald Trump knew what it was going to happen if that stay in Mexico policy was going to be taken away. Not only that, Mexico should also become a country that they need to implement the law strictly on immigration, and ultimately Mexico needs to get the hell out of the globalist compact of immigration. It is okay to help people. It is okay to provide a better job for people. It is okay to help and be humanitarian. I'm a humanitarian myself. I am for legal migration. This people, it is jumping on the jurisdictions of other people that they have been waiting so long to do a process to be legally in the United States of America, and they are back over the line now. But it's so easy to get on a plane now and land in the country that the dream of the land of the free, the home of the brave. It's so easy to jump on a water raft and go through tortures and all this disgusting things that the migrants are going through, man. Migrants are going through torture to migrate to the United States of America under the assumption of these activists and these liberals of the United States of America that they're pushing this open border agenda. And you implement that mindset on migrants and they say, it's free, it's open. Hey, let's go. Let's go, man. It's wide open. They're going to let us in. So you push that, you push that, you push that. So you're using migrants as a product. Ultimately, in that product and in those humongous caravans, you see child trafficking. You see not all of the migrants, and I have said this repeatedly, not all of the migrants are bad. A lot of them are really good, and thousands of them are really good. But you have the bad apples, the trafficking of children, the trafficking of people, the trafficking of organs, the trafficking of guns, the trafficking of drugs, the gang violence, the rape, the kidnapping on the cartels in Mexico. That's why Mexico is number one for cartel activity, number two for child trafficking and killings of women in Latin America. So you have all these irregularities, and this is an eye opener for everybody. As I have said so when I was broadcasting and when Donald Trump did not win, I told you guys, oh my God, it's coming. I remember when I told you guys, if Donald Trump does not win, they're going to bring the United Nations into your country, and the globalist compact of immigration is going to be in your country implemented. I told you guys that correctly, and I remember. And this is the step. One step to what it will continue. This is one step, as they have been, the United Nations is now established in our country of Mexico. ACNUR, the Commission of Refugees of the United Nations, established in Mexico. And all the globalist organizations with nonprofit organizations that they are under the wing of the humanitarian right, established in Mexico. And little by little, they're taking over the borders in Mexico. So you ultimately have the trickle effect with a leftist government. Now I have taken over the rights in Mexico property. And now I have the advantage in Mexico property. It's easy now in the United States of America. And this is what is happening. It's easy now. Real easy. If my video is freezing, Carlitos, get out of the live feed and then come back. It happens a lot with this censorship. This is amazing. And this happened ultimately for this. I will tell you why this happened. This started happening, and this happened because of this. The United States formally ends the policy for asylum seekers to wait in Mexico. This article, it was released on June 2nd of 2021, and it was released by the Associated Press, Brandon Mejia. Brandon Mejia says, right here, Washington. It says the Biden administration on Tuesday formally ended a Trump-era immigration policy that forced asylum seekers to wait in Mexico for hearings in the United States for Immigration Court. So now you see these kind of situations arriving. You see the kind of situations of, airplanes like you see right here arriving into the property of the United States, and they're not awaiting in Mexico anymore. They will await in the United States of America. This is why I have been consistently saying to everybody, the United States is not prepared for this. It's not prepared for this. And everybody thought we got to move forward. They stole the election, Oscar Blue. They stole us the election. It was the January 6th. It was Antifa. And it's like you see the crying of people that is not resolving anything. You see the complaining of thousands of people that is not resolving anything. You see the complaining. And oh my God, they stole it. And oh my God, they did this. And oh my God, it's now Fauci. And oh my God, this. And oh my God, that. I mean, at the meantime, this is happening in front of your eyes. And you're like, when did this happen, man? When did this got out of our hands? Why did this happen? People are not concentrated on the number one thing that is ultimately for every single one of you. It is the loopholes that they are completely open, and they're giving a right foot advantage for a lot of these NGOs to take advantage of that and then put the left foot in there like you don't even imagine. It is all planified. It's all a planification. This is just another piece of the puzzle. It's another piece of the puzzle, people. This is the article that it was released by the Associated Press. And it says right here, Washington. The Biden administration on Tuesday normally ended a Trump-era immigration policy that forced asylum seekers to wait in Mexico for hearings of the United States Immigration Court. A 7-page memo by the Homeland Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas marked the end of the migrant protection protocols, which returned about 70,000 asylum seekers to Mexico from January 2019 until it was halted on President Joe Biden's first day in office 2 years later. The announcement appeared to be foregone conclusion after Biden promised as a candidate to end the policy known formally as Remain in Mexico, but he left the window open by ordering a review before shutting it down permanently. It says also the top Republican of the House of the Homeland Security Committee lambasted the moves as a very serious mistake. And evidence is evidence is key, man. Look what the top Republican of the House of Homeland Security Committee lambasted said that the move is a very serious mistake that would hinder efforts to curb the numbers of migrants entering to the United States. The remarks by Republican John Katko underscored the GOP view that the situation at the border remains a political liability for Democrats. He said, quote unquote, the common thread across President Biden's continued actions is unwinding common sense border security policies while putting our homeland security on that back burner. So this is why you see all these planes and all these people arriving into the United States of America on planes. This is why you see them. This is why you see these people, just arriving on a plane to your property. Holy cow. I have been saying this for quite some time, that they are softening the immigration law. They're softening the immigration law. And ultimately, they're making it look like the immigration law is not important anymore. And the most important thing about this is that people are asking me consistently, like, Oscar, is this illegal? Is this illegal? And I'm saying to them, you know what? Don't get your feelings hurt, because the first thing that you're gonna say is like, no, this is completely illegal. This is Joe Biden. You know, this is this is that. You know, this is completely illegal, Oscar Blue. If they already been processed and they are arriving to your country without being arrested, without being detained. Let me just rephrase my word, because all the cornflakes and the pancakes and all these snowflakes are going to be like, oh my God, he said arrested to migrants. Like, they're criminals. You're pushing this hatred and this hysteria on the border. Like, get the hell out of here, man. Shut up. If they're not processed or if they're not detained, let me just rephrase my word, detained at the border, is because there's already been a process. And they're letting them in. Do you think that they're going to allow the United States of America 3 planes to land on the United States property and just released? Like, whatever? Just asking for a friend right there. Now, Alejandro Mayorkas has been enormously criticized. The only thing that I can tell you that Alejandro Mayorkas has done correctly, and a lot of people are going to say, Oscar, Alejandro Mayorkas is a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm a Mexican citizen. The only thing that Alejandro Mayorkas has done correctly is this. It's Operation Sentinel. And Operation Sentinel has been, you know, one of the things that has helped and that is going to help, supposedly, to target transnational human smuggling organizations, which means that all these NGOs, they are going to be investigated, that they are going to be screened. The Department of Homeland Security of the United States of America already knows that there's a lot of activists from the United States involved in these movements. The Department of Homeland Security of the United States of America already knows that there's a lot of nonprofit organizations that they're taking advantage of this situation. The United States of America and the Department of Homeland Security already knows that they are also activists, that they have been on the watch list. And they are currently living in Mexico, exclusively in Tijuana. And I can talk to you about one. I know that you're listening. Curly hair. You look really cutie. Let me just tell you this word. You look really fruity with that curly hair, right? Immediately when you saw me at the migrant camp, you started getting like 2 or 3 photographers to take pictures of me. I know, cutie pie. I know. So these kind of activists that they have been on the watch list, and the Department of Homeland Security, why are they being allowed in our country? So this is the thing that it needs to stop. Operation Sentinel is going to be one of the things that it needs to be pushed. And the United States of America and the United States citizens, whether you hate Alejandro Mayorkas or you don't like, or you like Alejandro Mayorkas, he has taken away the MPP process. And a lot of people are mad as hell right now. But okay, the MPP process is another thing. Now let's focus on this. How we can stop these people from funding and funneling money through the borders and taking advantage of this. How are we going to stop that? And the United States citizens can do that by sharing and by pushing Alejandro Mayorkas to comply with all the things that the Operation Sentinel, that is to target transnational human smuggling organizations in not only in the United States of America, but also in Mexico. It is extremely important that every United States citizen knows what Operation Sentinel, Operación Sentinel, de qué se trata, what is it about? And, you know, this was, this is specifically what Alejandro Mayorkas said. It said, Secretary of Homeland Alejandro Mayorkas announced the administration anti-smuggling effort. Transnational criminal organizations put profit over human life with devastating consequences. Mayorkas said, with the help of our federal and foreign partners, we aim to cut off access to that profit by denying these criminals the ability to engage in travel and trade and finance the United States. It will target all personnel and identifiable resources that transnational criminal organizations require to operate. It is in its statement, the DHS said that the operation will map the organization. So they already know. They already know what kind of nonprofit organizations, NGOs, lawyers, they're taking advantage of this. So the most important thing about this is that a lot of people need to understand that something is being done, but you take away the MPP process, and it is a done deal, man. It is a done deal. Now, this has been in the works also. This is another article that it was released. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link if you guys would like to contribute to our work. Thank you so much. The president and the vice president of Guatemala, Giammattei. This article was released on the 27th of April. They have been waiting for this. And everybody's waiting for the moment that this woman is going to go to Guatemala. This is the number one reason why the United States government is focusing right now on giving all the $4 billion to nonprofit organizations and NGOs in our country of Mexico or in Guatemala or in, Honduras or in those particular places. So you fund these people, you fund these nonprofit organizations that they're foreign organizations, and a lot of them are in, national organizations, but you fund these people with what purpose? To help them achieve the refugee to the United States of America? So that's your number one purpose? So if that is your number one purpose, where is the law in the process of the United States of America? How much the United States is going to take? How much? How much the US of A is going to take? How much the United States can take? 4 years. This is the first year, and you already have almost 500,000 processed people in the United States of America. How much the United States is going to be able to take? Mexico already has millions in our territory. How much the United States is going to take? This is the problem. And meanwhile, they're having these, conferences like this says, Presidente Giammattei and Vice President of the United States reaffirmed their compromise to attend the cost of migration. What cost? The cost of migration, it is just simple. And they're not talking about the United Nations. They don't want to blame nothing on the United Nations. They don't want to talk about it. This cost of migration, they know, but they're acting stupid. And I'm sorry for the word, but they're being unreasonable and they're being incompetent and ignorant. This act of irregular migration and mass migration, it is because of the United Nations pushing against this globalist compact. And you've seen it in Europe, people. And you've seen it in Europe with African people migrating to France, to Italy, to all over the place, to Germany. And this is the problem right now. The problem is that nobody knows how much the United States is going to take. Now, the other country that is getting affected, imagine if you're worried about how much the United States can take. Lamento mucho que no hagas este. Sí lo hago en español, pero cuando lo hago en español no lo comparten. Y generalmente hago uno después en inglés. El día de hoy voy a hacer un español para ti, Rosa, con mucho gusto. The problem is that a lot of people, I was addressing a Spanish comment. A lot of people are basically saying, how much the United States can take, man. We cannot afford the whole world. We cannot take care of the whole world. Right now, things are changing. Things are shifting. And the things that are shifting is that not only the United States, how much they can take, how much our country of Mexico can take. That is the trampoline. Imagine if you guys are going through a horrible situation, or not a horrible situation. Let me rephrase myself to all the cornflakes. If you're going through a delicate situation, let me use tutti frutti language, man. If you're going through a delicate situation, imagine what Mexico is going through right now, and the millions of Mexicans, that they don't approve with this. the millions of Mexicans that they don't approve with this. So it is the time for us to unite and push these kind of immigration acts, that they will stop the funneling, and they will stop the funneling of money. And ultimately, I have said it before, people, and I have said it, 70,000 million times. But right now, I'm practically telling you guys that if you guys don't push for immigration reform, or don't push for exclusively, to close these loopholes and start exercising, one of the places that you can go right now, and I will make this quick pause on the live feed that we are going in 56 minutes, is this bill. It is being pushed by the Senator Marsha Blackburn from Tennessee. Again, I will say it. I told you guys that I was going to repeat it every day. And I don't care if people get mad like, oh my God, Oscar, again. United States citizens, and also Hispanics, and also a lot of people in the United States of America, in Mexico, have been asking me, what can we do? Share this information so people in the United States can see it. The GOP senators introduced the End Child Trafficking Now Act. The bill requires DHS to deport alien adults if they refuse DNA testing, and mandates a maximum of 10 years in prison sentence for all alien adults who fabricate fake families and recycle the children. So this is a really important way to start these kind of bills. This kind of bills, if they're passed, they put a lock on the loophole. They put a lock on the loophole. They put a wall on the loophole. So you have to pass these bills to end child trafficking, so coyotes and smugglers and cartels will not take advantage of profiting of the asylum and refugee seeking. So you stop that by passing the bills. Okay, so we stop the children. Now let's go to the adults. How can we put locks so everything is done correctly, and everything is done legally, and everything is done accordingly to the immigration law of every country? That is the most important thing. So these kind of bills are the ones that you need to pass. Go to Marsha Blackburn's public figure page. She's on Instagram, she's on Twitter, and she's on Facebook. Go to her and support her, and call your GOP and call your local representatives and say, hey, what's up with this, End Child Trafficking Now Act? How can I vote? How can I send a letter? How can I support? How can I talk to Senator Blackburn and send her a message, or send her a letter? You know what? We need to push this so, child trafficking will end, and it will become a halt to all these people that are taking advantage. That's the most important thing. If you guys think, that things are not, things are not bad, I will put something on the screen for you guys to understand how bad it's going to get and how bad it is getting. This is a report that I mentioned last week, and that I mentioned during the week. It's a report done by the Center of Immigration Studies, and it says, report reveals that smugglers and cartels are now in charge of immigration policy. And it was done because, look at the report right here, that it was written by Andrew Arthur on June 2nd of 2021. It says, in a post last week captioned by Washington won't let Border Patrol agents arrest human smugglers offloading aliens right in front of them. Amazing. So imagine if the organized crime already has the control on the other side of the border, that is Mexico, and the organized crime has the control on the other side of the border. Does this mean right here that they have control also of the United States of America? It is exactly happening what happened to Mexico. The United States is converting every border into a really corrupt border. In Mexico, the organized crime wants to do whatever the hell they want. They buy the politicians. They pay the politicians. They tell the politicians, I will fund your political campaign. I will, what do you want? You want a house? You want a car? You want travel? You want women? What do you want? You want money? What do you want? Just let me work. Just let me do whatever the hell you want. You want power? You want control? You want everything? Yes, I want it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Just let me funnel. Just let me start doing my thing. That is how the organized crime manages our country. And this is a root of a problem. It is rotten. Our country, it is rotten by dirty parasite politicians that they don't care about the people and they only care about their power and control. What is happening in the borders of the United States of America? A lot of people in the east, in the northeast, and the northwest, they're saying, why is nobody doing anything about it? Why these congresswomen are pandering to they're suffering, when we know that this is irregular, that this is not correct? Why are we doing it? Why nobody's saying it? Why all these, congresswomen and congressmen, why they're not speaking out? Why they're not saying anything about the globalist compact of immigration? Why they're not talking about the United Nations? Why they're not talking about the cartels? Why they're not talking about this, why they're not saying anything about it? You know what? Hold on a minute. Let me just tell you why. This is why. This is why they haven't. I think that this is. I can play this. It says no copyright, so I can play this. This is why, people. This is the reason why. I think I can play this. It says no copyright. Money, 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 money. Exactly like that. Billions of dollars. Let me just put somebody on the screen right here, and he can explain to you guys what is going on over there in El Paso. We got share this video. We got Anthony, my partner, live on video.
How's everybody doing, guys? Thank you guys for joining us. This is Anthony Agüero with Border Network News. And as you guys can see right behind me, we have a large group of individuals that is going to be getting loaded onto these airplanes. These are all private aircrafts that are being rented out by somebody. Here you see one bus, two bus, three bus, four giant buses out here getting ready to ship a bunch of people throughout the country. Now, mind you, all of these people have already gone through a processing, and they've in a sort of way, they've been vetted already. And now they're awaiting to go out to their destination. Most of these people came in illegally through the non-port of entry, and now they're being transferred and transported after they've already gone through the process with customs and potentially border patrol. Now they're on their way to get transferred out to their ending point, wherever they might be sending them off to, Oscar. We're not sure of the location of where they're going to be heading off to, but we do know that these people have already gone through the processing for border patrol, and they're now going to be loaded onto these 747 private jets. And the location, I couldn't be able to tell you, brother.
That's really nice. 747, Anthony. I don't know. I never, I don't know. Have you flown in a 747? Anthony, this has been happening in Mexico also. You and me, we flown to Tapachula, and we saw one day a plane full with migrants that they were flying from Tapachula to all the borders in Mexico. Can you explain right now this situation? Because the MPP process has been eliminated. So now this is going to be a regular process to funnel people into the United States of America without entering a legal port of entry.
I can barely hear you, brother. There's the buses that are right behind me, and I can barely hear you, man.
So, okay, can you hear me there?
Let me put on my headphone real quick.
Yeah, please.
And look, the activists, as soon as they see me show up, they're gone. They're gone. These activists, as soon as they see me show up, pew!
Yeah,
gone,
we're
buddy.
gone. We're gone. There you have it, people. You know, I will put him back on the screen. That's Anthony, our partner. You know, a partner, Border Network News colleague, my brother, right here. Let me see if I can put it on. You got the earphones?
Yes, let me see if I can get an interview with some of these bus drivers that are out here.
All right.
Could you elaborate on where they're going to next? No. All right. You're just a driver. Yeah. All right. They're more than likely not going to talk to us. He doesn't know where these people are getting sent off to. Neither do I. I know that we're going to be getting some of the information for some of these planes, and we're going to be tracking them. There's been a lot of people that have reached out that are interested in helping us dig down and find out where these people potentially will all end up at. I don't know if you can see them. They're all in there.
Wow. Can you hear me? Now can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you good. You're in my ear.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, because a lot of people in the audience, can you just tell them this, Anthony? This is going to be happening on a regular basis now because the MPP process has been declared by the Department of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, to be eliminated. It was a process that it was helping to keep afloat and to respect immigration law in some way when Donald Trump was in office. Now the MPP process has gone away, and this is going to be a process that a lot of people are going to get funneled consistently. What are your thoughts on that?
Right. This is going to be an ongoing situation. I have been getting tipped off by my sources for several weeks now on this particular location. But since I had been traveling, trying to bring you guys coverage in other areas, I had not been able to come out here. This, however, has been going on for several weeks, and it happens anywhere from 2, 3, 4 times a day. So imagine all of these buses that are full right here. Imagine that times 4 every single day. So for these people that live up north that don't think that this is coming to their front door, I got some news for you. It's coming to your front door.
A lot of people are asking, where is he at? He is in El Paso, right now, the city of El Paso, and you're outside of the El Paso airport?
This is right outside. We're in El Paso, Texas. They are actually about to fly from a private tarmac right now. It's not even the actual airport. They're actually at a private facility at a hangar, waiting for the jumbo jets to arrive out here so that they can jump on there and go to their next location, which we're not too privy of as to where they might be going. Keep in mind, there's also people being shipped into El Paso. Okay, we have mostly males, anywhere from about, I give it 20 to 40 years of age, being dropped off here in El Paso on a daily basis. Here in a little bit, I will be going out there and I will be showing you guys the guys that are being brought in. And most of these people that are coming into El Paso, Texas, are actually being released with ankle monitors. They're being released, dropped off at the airport here in El Paso, then they get released into these hotels here locally. Most of them that I've seen have ankle monitors, but again, where they end up, I could not be able to tell you. That's the $1 million question out here, brother.
And another thing, Anthony, like I told you guys, and I told you, the United States is not prepared for this, as Mexico was not prepared for this. A lot of the shelters that they were built in Mexico, it was tax funded by the Mexicans, and now all of this, it is tax funded by the United States citizens, and also the $4 billion that they're going to be sent. This is why they're sending it to nonprofit organizations so they can start their process and down south.
Right, absolutely. Like I said, this is going to be ongoing. And now with these organizations getting these billions of dollars, I mean, I don't see any veterans being treated like this, Oscar. I don't see any of our veterans being taken care of in this manner, buddy. I just don't see it. We have elderly people that need medication that are being displaced from their homes, and they don't get this kind of treatment. No American citizen gets this kind of treatment in private buses, private chartered flights. They get in their hotels paid for. It's like a long-term vacation, it almost seems like, man.
Now, a lot of another thing that you saw before I let you go and you start your own live feed. So people will before I let Anthony go, as soon as I possibly as soon as I finish this, Anthony is going to go live. If he goes live, please go to his page. Whatever he's going to tell me right now, where is he going to go live? If he's going to go or not. But if he goes live, please go to his page. Possibly he's going to go live on YouTube and share the hell out of this, man. And first and foremost, people, please support independent media. Nobody is broadcasting this. It's this humongous video of what Anthony is doing right now. No mainstream media, no MSNBC, no CNN, not even Fox. Nobody is doing this. And this is ridiculous because it cannot be without people seeing what they're doing right now. So, Anthony, one thing before you go, there was a lot of, women.
Yes.
Yesterday. And it was a concern, brother. It's a concern because we don't know where they're going. Now, we cannot use the term that they are trafficked or whatever, but it is a concern because we don't know that.
Let me reiterate on that point, okay? Traffic,
okay.
If you look up the term traffic in the United Nations, it says transferred, transported, or aiding. And that's exactly what they're doing out here. They're transporting these people. Traffic is, in fact, what they are doing. They are trafficking these people elsewhere. Okay, that is the proper term. And if you look on the United Nations website, it tells you what it is. And I believe here comes one of the private jets now landing. You might want to stay here and maybe continue doing your show, but I'll keep feeding you guys a little bit.
No.
Over here.
What I'm going to do, Anthony, what I'm going to do, just tell the people where you're going to go live so we can finish our live feed and they can go to yours.
So you guys can find me at Real Anthony Agüero.
No,
on YouTube.
where you're going to go live right now? Where are you going to go live right now?
On YouTube. I will be live here on YouTube in the next probably 10 minutes. You know what? As soon as I drop from your feed, I will be broadcasting live on YouTube. I see the private jumbo jet just arrived. I hear the bus's brakes going off. So here in a little bit, these people will be driven onto the tarmac, and you guys will see how many heads are about to get off all of these buses in the next few minutes, guys.
Thank you so much, brother. I love you.
I love you too, man. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Go to Anthony's page, please. Go to Anthony's page. Go right now to his page and YouTube. Go right now. As soon as we finish, thank you so much. I will thank everybody that contributed with Buy Me a Coffee. Later on, we're gonna do a live feed for supporters only. In Buy Me a Coffee later on this afternoon. Please go to Anthony's channel right now as Real Anthony Agüero at YouTube. He will be going live as of right now. And please support independent media, man. You guys want to know what you can do? Support independent media. You don't get this kind of news outside on whatever place. This is just unbelievable, just footage, man. So go to his page right now. Go to his YouTube channel. Share the hell out of that YouTube channel, man. Share the hell out of that live feed. And, and let's appreciate this boots on the ground that our partner is doing over there. I love that guy, man. God bless you all. Thank you so much for this live feed. Follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, and also you can follow me at Rumble. There's a Teespring page where you guys can go over there and try to buy souvenirs, whatever you want to buy. And also Buy Me a Coffee is on top of the link if you guys want to contribute to our work. Go to Anthony's YouTube page and share the hell out of that video. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.
van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and yeah.
What do you think, Sarah, this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
Couple of questions. No. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening?
Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country.
Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.